Hey guys, Kevin and Lincoln here to give you the top 5 performances of the Zurich Diamond League. Lincoln, it was a sensational meet.
It just ended like 15 minutes ago, so my head is still spinning. And last event, best event, right? The men's 400 meter hurdles produced, I guess you could say, the greatest men's 400 meter hurdles race between two guys in history. 2 sub 47s. Kind of knew this was coming, and man, what a great day for both Warholm and Benjamin. I know Warholm got the victory, 46.92, second fastest all time. But once again, just setting the table for Doha. We got to be seeing a world record here. We know at minimum sub 47 is now the standard.
Right.
That's absolutely what you have to do to win. We kind of figured as much. But I think definitely now you can say after today's 46.92 win for Warholm, you got to set the world record to win gold at Doha this year.
It's it was less than 2 tenths to go now, but it chips away a little bit. Abdurrahman Samba before had the number 2 time in history, the 46.98. Benjamin now even with him.
Yes.
We didn't see Samba, but this race, Lincoln, played out in such a fascinating manner. Warholm went out hard. Benjamin countered.
Yep.
Benjamin actually gets even with him between hurdle 9 and 10, but then Warholm just had a little extra. I almost thought he was going to come apart again, but Warholm's able to do this. He's able to go out hard, dial it back a little bit, and then still have something left for that last push, and it was just enough.
It was.
I mean, neither of these guys would have run as fast without the other today.
The contrasting styles kind of match up with how their seasons have gone. Benjamin's just been steady ever since college when he ran 47.02. Just, you saw signs that he's getting better, but it's been gradual. Same way he kind of races, just gradually ratcheting it down. Where Warholm just hits you right off the bat, and that's just similar to how his season's been. He was a guy that regularly ran over 48 seconds. Now he's under 47 seconds this year. Just a totally different athlete this year, even from 2 years ago when he won the world title. It's kind of how I thought that they matched up. I thought Warholm maybe just a little bit ahead because he's a little sharper because he's been racing.
Sure.
But you can say these guys are pretty much equals right now. You'll give the nod going into Worlds to Warholm because he's got a little bit more experience and because he beat him here and because we don't know with Samba. But these guys are neck and neck heading into Doha, in my opinion.
That was my next question. And my last question on this race, do you have a pick now?
I mean, you still got to go with Warholm, right?
Okay.
He feels like he's a veteran compared to Benjamin. He's like a year older, right? And he's been on the professional stage for a little bit longer. But with the win, and there were no signs necessarily of cracking. Both men ran like perfect races, I would say, for themselves. It's just going to come down to who handles the rounds better. So I'm still going to stick with Warholm.
Benjamin fewer races this year though, and then had this. He had to peak but he had to get in shape for USA's.
Sure.
Warholm didn't need to worry about that for the Norwegian Championships. I still think Benjamin has a higher ceiling. I said that coming in. I know Warholm just ran 46.92.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Benjamin though going forward.
It's just because I'm going with Warholm just because I don't see any. Now they'll break it down, and in fact Benjamin did appear to clip the first hurdle, so maybe that cost him. Cost him the victory possibly. It's tough to say when it's going back from the first hurdle all the way across to the 10th. But I think both men ran great technical sound races. I think that was their best effort today. Obviously it was their best effort today, but I don't think there was anything like, oh, he's got to fix that and then it's
No,
gonna be
I'm
a
just talking about
thing.
sharpness. I'm talking about sharpness.
Yeah.
Because Rai Benjamin last year ran 47.02 at the beginning of June.
Yeah.
In Eugene.
Yeah.
Wet track. He ran 400ths of a second faster. You take any PR because there is such thing as a PR. You should always remember that. I just think there's more to go with him because he ran 47.02 as a collegiate. I think he can get down even lower.
Of course.
In the 46s. That's the number 1 performance of the week. Number two, I'm going down to Brazier's 142.7 just because this race was fantastic. Nigel Amos goes out in 48.4. Don't try that at home, kids, because then you come back with a 54.6.
Woo! Rough
Brazier,
54.6.
calm, cool, collected, followed every high school coach's advice to not go out too fast. 50.8, 51.9. He was charging down that home stretch.
God,
Lincoln
that last 100.
misses the American record by just a tenth. No layoff issues for Brazier.
The fastest in the United States since Gray ran 142.65. That's not the American record, but it's his second fastest ever since 1988.
Yeah.
So fastest since
A long time ago.
Since Donovan Brazier was approximately -9 years old. So yes, it's been a long time ago. He played that so perfectly. I didn't think you could run 142 by going out in 50.8.
Smart.
But Donovan Brazier proved me very wrong. Interesting because he's not a guy that he's obviously not Amos. Amos goes out insane every time trial type scenario. But I wouldn't have thought of Brazier as someone who has that much restraint. This seems like a little different of Brazier, a little different strategy with Amos in the field, knowing they're going to go out insane. And he closed. He's got that strength this year, which really, really showed by basically being able to even split that. That last lap was super impressive. He was out of the picture in the first lap. I mean, a lot of that was to do with just how crazy it went out, but you thought, no way he's closing this down. Because when they showed the bell lap, he wasn't even in the picture. So, wow, what a race for him.
American record at Doha for him?
No, just because the 800, I mean, it's tough. I know we got spoiled by 2012, but
Number 3, Shanae Miller, 21.74 PR. Only 10 women in history have run faster. I knew the rest of the field was in trouble at about the 100-meter mark because that's where Shanae Miller was supposed to be behind.
Yeah.
And if she's ahead, that's not good. Mm-hmm. She's the best 200-meter runner in the world. She's not going to run the World Championships because of the schedule. Shrug emoji, but a great performance.
That was as far as I'm concerned, that was a 200-meter final this year.
Give it the gold.
Right, regardless of when they'll actually contest it in Doha, she's not running there. It's a bummer, but that's due to the schedule. And she's like you said, she's the greatest right now.
Number 4, women's 4-meter hurdles. Sydney strikes back, 52.85, the second fastest time of her career. The showdown with Muhammad didn't exactly materialize. Muhammad looked a little gassed in that last 100, faded back to third, but a big confidence booster for McLaughlin going into the World Championships.
Well, what do we think about Muhammad bookending her world record with 2 54s? In Oslo, 54 something, and now 54
it just shows you the power of peaking, I think, and the idea that an athlete can be really, really sharp one week and then they get back to heavy training. I think Sydney probably would have thought she'd run faster just because she looked and saw the margin between her and Muhammad, and Shamir Little got.
I thought in the last 100. I mean, it's tough to gauge, right? What you're going to see. I mean, 52.85 is still fantastic. Not a PR for her. It seems almost impossible how strong of a year Sydney's had that she hasn't run a PR. I guess that speaks to how well she ran in that race last year as a freshman at Kentucky. But I mean, is she the favorite? I think she's the favorite now for the World Championships. I don't care that Muhammad's just been. I don't like these 54-second races. I don't like it. No. If I was her coach, I'd say get rid of those. Run closer to that 52.
Stop it. Just do 52s. All that. All right, number 5. You got a couple here to pick one. Do you go with Joshua Cheptegei, 12:57, running all alone in the front?
Give me another one.
Noah Lyles is 9:98 with the Kill Bill socks.
With the socks and the fact that I know he'll spend the $50,000 well, and with something I would purchase. Then
how about Sifan Hassan 3:57?
I like
ahead of Kosterhoff in 3:59. That's your number 5.
I mean, impact to the World Championships is tough because look. Cheptegei is still not going to be the favorite for the 5K because it has really no favorite. Right. Hassan may not even run the 1500, and we know Lyles isn't going to run the 100. We like to take everything and gauge it to the World Championships.
We don't know about Hassan.
Which one? Yeah, Hassan needs to run the 1500, I'd say now, because Dababa's looking in a whole world of hurt right now. So maybe if she runs the 1500, that's my biggest takeaway.
All right. I'll break the tie here. Sifan Hassan, number 5, 3:57. 57 last lap, storming down that backstretch. Awesome meet all around. Let us know what you guys think. What was the best race from Zurich? And we got the Brussels Diamond League coming up next Friday. Woo.